We're wondering who's going to make the changes, who's going to do what. Are the Ooks going to attack more? Is Humber College going to be happy with a 2-1 lead? Do they think they can defend 2-1? Are they going to press the Ooks? Let's see what they still got the back four.
I like the change that the Hawks have made, John. They've taken off Baldassare, they've moved Hoylett back to centre forward, and they've moved number 2, Jamie Scott, into that right-hand midfield. So Scott's going to be doing that defensive work that Hoylett was doing once they went down to 10 men, and Hoylett will keep the back line of the Ooks a lot more preoccupied, I think, than probably Baldassare was able to do in that first half. So, suddenly the back line may have a bit more of a challenge for the Ooks, and they've also made a change. Number 14, Kumar, is back in, John, and Jaden Wang is off. So those are the 2 changes at half-time.
This is Doe with some room to run. Gets it to the penalty spot. Need to clear that. They did. Good spot there, Nick. Baldassare coming off, and Hoylett going back to the center forward spot.
I think that's a good move, because Hoylett, I think, will certainly keep the back line a little bit more preoccupied. And Scott put a lot of good shift in last night when he came on that right-hand side. So he's good going both ways. So we'll see what happens.
Ball played over here to Galvez, who was busy yesterday in the 7-0 win over St. Thomas. Not quite as active today from that right back spot. It's an easy one for the keeper. Doe putting a little pressure on him.
I think what you'll see as well is Humber, well, especially while it stays 2-1, trying to break up the game as much as possible. Take their time, slow the game down. Not be in any rush to take throws or free kicks.
The NAIT's bench unhappy about that.
Quite sure what that was about.
What's the problem there?
Yeah, just a throw to.
I think he was creeping up a little bit. I think that's what they didn't like. There's one into Hoylett to turn on.
That's what he's going to be able to do. Hold that ball up there.
Gets himself some space.
Just to confirm as well, John, we weren't too sure who got that yellow card in the first or second minute of the game. It was the centre-back, Mark Medeiros, number 18, for the Hawks. So he's on a yellow card.
Yeah, he's got to be a good boy. Mullen going over to retrieve that one for a throw-in. Hawks will be happy to be down the Ooks end. Hoylett there, he's holding it up nicely. Gets pushed over.
And again, it's that value of having Hoylett up there, just holding the ball, making life difficult.
He's a big character too. He's hard to shift off the ball. The wind is pretty well blowing right across the field now, from west to east, in the face of this corner. Hit to the penalty spot. Oh, what a save! A sensational save. Izua keeping it from going to 3-1, getting down with his left hand and smothering that just before it went over the line.
I think that was. I think that's probably the best save we've seen in the tournament so far. I think we all thought that was in. I think it may have been Medeiros who got his head on it, and I think we were all just waiting for the back of the net to ripple. But what a great save that was, and here is Medeiros again.
Yeah, it's a warning sign for the Ooks there that the Hawks may be down a man, but that isn't going to stop them from trying to get the best out of every opportunity. Mullen over here to take this throw-in for the Hawks. Doesn't have much ahead of him. Got Hoylett at distance. He decides to try to get it into Hoylett, and he does. McLean trying to hold him up. That's quite the combo there, Hoylett and McLean. Oh dear, I had to sneeze on that one. Singh coming for that one. He's out of his net. This is Scott now with a chance to get it up the field. that's the first time I've ever sneezed on air, Nick.
I think they heard that one in Vancouver, John.
Or Alberta.
Alberta, yes, we're in Edmonton for this, of course, yeah. Vancouver for the first 2 games today.
Yeah. Hawks are getting a lot of balls, picking off a lot of balls. The Ooks are trying to thread some through to get their front runners in action. And I think the Hawks are savvy to that, and they're picking off a few. That one's pounded forward by Badunas up toward Hoylett, but just a little too far for him. Here's McLean now. He's going to switch it over, it looks like. Gets it over to the far side. Back to Lima. Lima decides to go back to Kaiser. And to bring that over this side. Kumar getting it to the edge of the box. Hawks picked that one off. Nothing ahead. They pound it in toward Hoylett. He taps it back. Oh, a good call for a ball there across field. This is Scott with a nice run. Tap by DeCooley. Chance for Kumar to run with it. And now DeCooley trying to get past Mullen. No dice there. Bit of a scramble there. The Ooks just starting to take a little bit of the control of the game here in the last few minutes. Hoylett trying to get on his man. It's a good battle there. Cassie holding him off. McLean looking to see where he can put it. He decides to go down, straight down. Mullen clips it forward to no one. McLean there first. Hawks need to get Leal back in the game, Nick. I think he's a key player for them. Kind of an attacking midfield player. They need to get him the ball.
Every time he is on the ball, something happens.
There's a nice ball into the penalty spot. Just a little too far ahead of David Doe, who's been a feature performer in this tournament so far. Fast, tricky, good shooter. Nice layoff there by Hoylett. To Scott, back to Hoylett. Kaiser there, though. Gets turned. Nice. Gets it forward to Lima. Good battle there on the far side. Good tussle. Good running. Great running. Here's an up. Oh, that's a great chance there by the Ooks.
Good defending, though. I think it was Machado came across and just cut out the cross. But yes, that was good play there by Doe.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's quick on the ball.
And that was a good. That was a good opportunity for NAIT at that point.
Kakonka now going to take this corner kick on the near sideline, and the big fellas from the back are in the box there, looking to maybe nod one in. Looks like a penalty spot corner. No, far post. Too far. Back in. Ooh, over the top of everybody. Kakonka with another bite at the apple. Chance to counter here off of this corner now. If they can get the ball central. There it is. Hoylett brings it down beautifully. Run him. Yeah, he's going to have a go. Ooh, he tried to slip it by him there, Nick. Almost did. Oh, there's a wasted one. Haven't seen much of that from Ferrazzo in this tournament so far. He's been a key player for the Humber Hawks in the 2 games we've seen him in. Plays nice in the midfield. He can go up and come back. He's one of those midfielders who can go both ways. So in the early minutes of the second half here, with the Humber Hawks up by a score of 2-1 over the NAIT Ooks. Humber has been able to hold off, even with them being down a man. Kakanka now trying to size things up. He's Ferrazzo, he's getting around him. Kakanka getting all the way to the box with a chance to shoot.
Offside. Flag went up there against number 13.
Seema, was it? Yeah.
One thing that the Hawks have done quite well, I mean, they're down to 10 men, and obviously that's its own problem. But it's not like they've really missed Feihoon, because number 6, Badunas, has settled nicely in there alongside Medeiros. So they're not really overly weakened at the centre-back position, despite losing Feihoon.
Yeah. I agree.
It's still been pretty comfortable for the 2 centre-backs for Humber.
This is, oh, there's an opportunity for a quick shot there by Dukuli, but he just didn't get it past the defender.
Again, it was Badunas that blocked the shot.
Stepping in nicely is Green. We expect that kind of play from him. We've seen him look really sharp in this tournament. Cody Green, the right back for the Humber Hawks. We like him. Some Route 1 goalkeeping there by Singh. Goes right to Hoylett. He's got a chance to turn. Turns his man Kumar there and gets the ball to Scott, who's got a chance to get it into the box if he can get clear. Cassie, he doesn't. Here's Hoylett. He's going to try his luck. Gets it to the byline. Cuts it back. Hoylett wasting a few seconds.
And that's
Ball's
his
still
value.
there.
That's his value.
Scott is there. He feeds it right to the penalty spot. Oh, what a shot! Beautiful shot there by Machado, but he didn't pick a corner. He went right at the goalkeeper.
Didn't quite get full control on the shot there. Oh, there could be a foul. No. Yes.
Yeah. Referee took his time blowing that one down.
But we saw the value again of Hoylett in that striking role, just being able to hold the ball up in the corner. And as you say, it's a few seconds here, it's a few seconds there, but it just bides time. It allows a little bit of support for the for the Humber Hawks to get forward and maybe create a chance of their own, and that's exactly what happened there, because Machado was able to run in and he got the strike away, but unfortunately for him it was straight at goalkeeper Chris Azua.
Standing over the ball now is Stavros Badunas. Chips it into the box, flicked on. A chance for Hoylett, he couldn't get there. Leal with the flick on there. Hawks are holding their own despite being down a man here, Nick.
Certainly don't look like a team playing with 10 men right now.
Oh, nice tackle there. That's well done by the left back, Mullen. Good clearance by the back line. Cassie chests it down nicely. Ball slides all the way through. But Badunas was there to tidy up. Galvez with a chance now to set something up. Tries to get her Ferrazzo. It's not working. Here we go now to throw into McLean. Gets the ball back into play to Kaiser. Kaiser feeds Lima. Brings it out here. Kakanka now on the ball. Fed across by Galvez. Lima tries to thread one through to the front.
They're struggling right now, the Ooks, to really break down the Hawks. The Hawks are defending very well, getting everybody behind the ball. They're cutting out the spaces, and NAIT is struggling to create anything really sort of worthwhile at this moment in time.
Not sure what's going on there. There's a lot of shouting from the NAIT bench.
I think it was maybe a late one by Doe, I think, on Cody Green. Certainly the Hawks have got the free kick, and it's Doe that's getting the the talking to by referee Barry. Not for the first time this afternoon, is telling somebody to calm down.
We have a pause in the action here. We'll mention we'll be here for game 4 today. The second of the 2 gold medal games. That one by the Quebec Conference champion L'Indienne, who are taking on the Sheridan Bruins. So the Cooley, who's been a key player for the Ooks in this tournament, is trying to thread his way through to the edge of the box. Goes out for a throw-in to NAIT. Good shielding of the ball there. Gets a chance to turn, but again the Hawks stop that. Now it's a ball fed long. Scott showing his wheels.
Nice run there by the number 2. He knew that was going to be coming in his direction. Once again, he's quite happy just to take the ball into the corner if he has to.
Yeah, good battling there by Scott. Oh yeah, look at that. Razzo had his foot stepped on there. He's momentarily out of action. You hear him cry in pain there. That one's spinning. The keeper is going to watch that one. Goes off his chest. Decides to wait a second or two. We're another second or two off the clock, as Nick was saying. Every tick and talk helps. You're trying to wear down the game with a 1-goal lead, 2-1 for the Humber Hawks over the NAIT Ooks.
I think they need a little bit of something different right now. NAIT, they just seem to be running out of ideas a little bit.
I think we're going to see a change from them.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to bring somebody on. Conca there feeding it forward. But Mullen there with I was going to say a nice piece of defending on Doe, but no, sorry, it was waved down by the referee. He's telling him to take his time. Conca with the opportunity for the free kick here. You'd have to think he's going to launch it toward the penalty spot. The big fellas from the back are all up for this one. Big McLean is there in the box, number 21, the center back. That one's floated toward the keeper, and it hangs in the air, giving a keeper a chance to read it. He's going to save that? No.
Something that was wasted, really. It was a free kick, and that's sort of the second time, just the last few minutes, that sort of floating ball and no pressure for goalkeeper Singh. We are going to see a change.
Samuel Gutierrez is coming in.
Both teams are making a change. It's going to be Ferrazzo, is it? Coming off for...
Ferrazzo is off, and they've got Pitchinen is coming into the game.
Pitchinen is in.
Jordan Pitchinen, number 19 for the Hawks.
Started the game yesterday.
Nick, that was a good point you made. They're holding them off. They're repelling almost everything. Let's see what DeCooley can do there. One of the penalty spot, and that one's headed away. The Hawks have seemed to have gone into a sort of a prevent defense, kind of a deep drop. He's so good on the ball, that Doe, isn't he? There's one driven into the corner, but Mullen is there to cut that one out. Oh dear, his touch let him down there. Leal.
Hasn't happened too often in this game or in this tournament, and NAIT are going to make a change as well. Number 15, Omar Anibtawi is coming in, and it's Kumar that's gone off. So Anibtawi is into the game, first-year player from Edmonton.
Yeah, they're just punching it forward, clearing all the danger now. Hawks seem to be in a, I wouldn't call it prevent defense, but they're playing a lot more conservatively.
And what we've seen now, John, as well, Pitchinen is going to play that lone striker role, and Hoylett again has dropped back into the midfield like he did in the first half. So it's Pitchinen's job now to lead the line.
Kaiser trying to move Hoylett off the ball there. That didn't work.
As the wind starts to get up again a little bit.
Yes, you should be glad you're at home and not at this game. Our viewers, if they knew how cold it was here today, they'd be happy to be at home. Goal kick.
Good defending there by Marlin.
Yeah, Galvez having a run from his right back spot. Sometimes in a game like this, you need someone to pop up from nowhere, like Galvez did there from his right back spot, trying to get something to happen for the Ooks, who need a goal here to tie things up. We're early in the second half here in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, in one of the possible gold medal games. See who wants to get into the gold medal game. Kind of a tricky situation there between the goalkeeper, defender McLean, and someone attacking the ball. And
lots of arguing over the throw in there.
It's important that you keep your concentration and not lose your concentration in a game like this. Don't get distracted by things that don't matter.
Well, the throw-ins on the halfway line, I think, would count as one of those, but there's a mistake there by Kaiser.
Hit it. Oh, McLean just in the right spot to clear the danger there. Here's Scott now. Can he get wheel something into the box? Yeah, he's got himself a free kick. A mini corner position almost, about 10 yards out from the corner. And nice spot. I think we're looking at Liao coming over to take this one.
It's going to be in no rush, but I think it's fair to say, John, even with 10 men, if there's a team that's going to get another goal right now, you're going to think that it's going to be Humber.
Yeah, they've plugged the attack by the Ooks here so far in the second half. The Ooks have been puzzled trying to find a way through, and they haven't been able to do it. They haven't solved that puzzle. This is Liao, and they're motioning the Hawks to get to the far post. I think that's where he's going to drive it, see if they can get their head on it. Or maybe they're going to make a run to the near post. That's what it is, a near post run. They flick it in there. He's got time to bring that down. Flick forward. Out wide to Hoylett. Hoylett's got McLean watching him. Well, he's strong, that Hoylett. He just kind of waves off the defenders. And the Ooks win themselves a throw.
We'll see another change in a minute there, John. It's going to be Ladji Toure who's going to come in for a yellow card. So more frustration for the Ooks right now.
Yeah, that frustration we can hear from the Ooks bench. They're trying to rough the game, and it isn't working for them.
Going to see what change it's going to be. As I say, it's going to be Ladji Toure that's going to come into the game. And
Zima, is that going off?
Going off. So
he's been a great player for them so far in this tournament. I'm surprised. Maybe he's just running out of gas.
He certainly knows where the net is, but today he's been, he had that header, didn't he, in the first half? He just put wide.
They brought on Toure, who's got a little bit more size to him, a little bit more bulk. Maybe that's what they're looking at. Maybe they're afraid of the high ball here. Pounded right at the keeper. Oh, he had to bring that one down with his hands.
Certainly swerving a little bit there, and Sewer had to make sure that he wasn't embarrassed, and he wasn't.
That one was moving.
We have 21 minutes left, John, on the clock. And so far the Ooks haven't looked like they're going to get this goal back.
Stowe giving chase there for the Ooks on the far side. Comes to Scott. He punches it forward. McLean there to tidy up. Gets it to Cassie. Flicked forward. This is Kumar, I think it is, on the far side. The Cooley. Good run. He squeezed off the ball there, though.
I think Kokona may be playing over on the left-hand side now.
Yeah.
Basically, they've gone three at the back by the looks of it there now, the Ooks.
Yeah, I think they're pushing, they're starting to push Galvez a little further forward.
And Ibtawi alongside McLean. Over on the far side there. Cassie, the three at the back.
There's one kind of squirreling away. Keeper there for that one. No
Again,
problem.
It's no danger for the goalkeeper there. He's just happily to collect what, 3 or 4 of those in this half.
He's got lots of time. When you're hitting at him from 40 yards, he's got all kinds of time to read it. McLean under pressure there from Pitchinen, and he had to just put it out.
So it looks like they're going for 3 up front now. The Ooks, they've got Doe and substitute Anib Tawi are going to play up top.
And that looks like Toure, I think, is he's starting to look like he's edging forward too.
We're going to see a change again. Alex Baez is going to come on for Humber. And it's Leal who's gone off. So the goal scorer Leal, the first goal for Humber. And the savoury of the day yesterday takes a seat on the bench. And I think Coach Aquino, it's all about hard work, graft and effort now for the Humber Hawks to keep hold of this lead with less than 20 minutes left.
If the Ooks have something in their locker that they can spring on the Hawks here, this is the time to do it.
So both coaches now are trying to set their trap for the last 20 minutes. For the Hawks, it's about keeping what they have. And for NAIT, it's about trying to find a way through this pretty stubborn rear guard. And again, it's good play by Hoylett. He felt a touch. Down he goes, more wasting time.
That's the Cooley standing over him there, trying to get him up on his feet and get the game moving again. He's got his eye on the clock. He doesn't want the clock slipping away on the Ooks here. Hoylett's not in a hurry. He doesn't have to go.
Certainly isn't.
The referee will kind of make sure he's not just wasting time, though. I think he's just going to play this one back to Mullen. I don't think he needs to. I don't think he needs to give them put this on net. But I've been wrong before.
I think that was what, 4 years ago with the.
Yeah, this is Mullen now. He and Hoylett are trying to size up the situation. The referee Barry has pushed the wall back. Yeah, he's just going to waste another minute or so there. You can, why not?
And he wins a corner kick too.
Yeah.
So excellent game management, I think, since they went down to 10 men.
Yeah,
They've managed the game very, very well. There's still 18 minutes left, but
their plan is working.
it is working, and the ball's down the Ooks end more than it should be at this point. I mean, it's a bit early yet to start playing it in the corner with 17 minutes still to go on the watch.
Mullen and Hoylett finally lose the ball, and McLean is over it, looking to switch the ball to the other side, but no, he's looking up here toward up the right-hand side. Pounds it forward. This is DeCooley, clips it forward to Toure, who's just come into the game. Good battle there with Green.
He'll be up for the challenge for the last 15 minutes. We
Baez
know that.
getting a first touch. We'll try to slide one through there, and almost came off for Pitchinen. Galvez trying to get forward, goes back one first.
So a real tactical battle here between the two coaches trying to figure this out.
Hoylett, beautifully done there by him. He's working hard. He's a forward, but he's playing almost like a defender. He's working so hard there, winning balls and being busy. Good to see that from a forward, isn't it, Nick?
It's been terrific, actually, to be honest with you. He's really put a fantastic shift in. Since they've gone down to 10 men, he hasn't stopped running, and here he is now looking to put a challenge on Galvez.
Ball to the top of the box again. The Hawks have the answer. One fed to the far side toward Toure. They're going to get a shot off here. This is Doe trying to get that shot going.
More good defending. Look at that. Look, that's how you defend on the edge of your penalty area.
Man.
Your two centre-backs just making sure that there's no shot come in. Medeiros has gone down, which is an issue for them.
I've seen players, good players, doubled up by defenders. I've never seen them triple up. They tripled up Hoylett there, trying to stop him from getting forward. The Ooks only managing give up a throw-in.
It looks like we've got another cramp issue here. Medeiros is doesn't want the physio to come on because he knows he's got to go off, but it is cramp.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've been talking to the physio people and the coaches this week and wondering if it was a soft field that was causing the cramps, but they say it's probably more dehydration than the softness in the field. And these guys just might be tired or maybe got nicked up there. They've been working hard there in the back line for the Hawks.
Or maybe they just see it as an opportunity to knock another minute off the clock.
Yeah, keep them from getting any momentum, keeping the opposition at bay. We're 75 minutes into the game, so we can expect to see a little bit of time added on here at the end. We have had a couple of stoppages.
He's been very good.
And some substitutions. Yeah, he has been.
He's been great. I mean, just that the example there that he and number 6, Badunas, they weren't going to let the Ooks get a shot on their net, and
hustle.
Tremendous do or die defending.
So temporarily, the Hawks are down another man. Medeiros has had to go off for some treatment. When the physio comes in, you have to go out. And so for a minute or so, or a few seconds at least, they're down. Medeiros is on the sideline here. The fourth official is telling him he's got to wait before he can't go quite back in yet.
It is a Humber throw though, so.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they throw it right down in the corner again, where Hoylett's going to battle McLean.
Okay.
We've seen that a few times.
Yeah. Not going to push that Hoylett around.
No. It is. It's been tremendous game management this second half by Humber. I think they've really, really slowed the game down as we thought they would. And they just haven't allowed NAIT to create anything really, even with the man advantage.
And the Hawks are showing something, the versatility of the Hawks here. They've gone into grit mode, I would call it, Nick. They're playing a nice gritty style here, saying, you know, we got the lead and you don't, and we're going to stop you. And look at there's a good example of it there. Look at that battling there. That's fantastic battling. The Hawks just won't give up. You know, it's a good place to foul. You don't want them fouling down here. Foul them back in their own half. Make them restart the game.
Once again, it slows everything down, and there's balls on the field, and they're not organized, and there's yelling from the coaches. It's, yeah, you can feel the tension starting to rise, John, in the last 12, 13 minutes.
We have to stop and remind our viewers as well that the Hawks are playing with 10 men. They're down a man here. Green there.
Again comes away with it. Look at that, wins that challenge.
Man, oh man.
There's Hoylett. We know where he's heading. There he goes.
Look at that. he almost managed to slip it past a tip to me there and get it going.
What can NAIT conjure up? Right now it's looking down the middle, and it's headed away again by Badunas. They need more than just hoping that the big men can get a flick on. Maybe Kokona can do something. That's up. Oh, that could have been a good ball.
Nearly tried to feed it in the dough there at the penalty spot.
The flag was up, and another player is on the ground, and it's a Ooks player this time.
It looks like Cassie, is it?
Number 12. Javier Cassie. And
so game 2 in the gold medal round coming up after this one. We've got the Sheridan Bruins taking on the top team in the Quebec Conference, the Indian Unzik. That one may be just as tasty as this one.
I think it will be. And once more, there's lots of yelling and excitement going on. Just as.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like it when it gets a bit feisty, and it's starting to do that right now.
They're defending from the front, the Hawks now. Whenever the ball goes into the Ooks half, the front runners for the Hawks are putting pressure on the ball immediately, trying to get them to make a mistake. So here we go. The clock's still ticking. We got about 10 minutes or so plus injury time and stoppages here in the second half, where the Humber Hawks are leading by a score of 2-1 in what has been a beautifully balanced game here today. Humber Hawks just edging it out, showing some tough defending, being down a man, playing 10 10 players to the Ooks 11.
10 minutes left. Anything can happen in this 10 minutes, but that's a giveaway. And here he goes, Hoylett again. Which way do you think he's going, John?
Into the corner.
There we go.
Some nice footwork there along the line. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a nice play. Here's Baez now. He decides to go back one to his partner, Green. Green pushes it forward. Baez didn't get that to come off. The game is exactly where the Hawks want it, in the Ooks end. Some good battling here. There's Mullen. Good header from him. Getting the ball ahead of Toure. Galvez trying to come. Oh, that's Zima. Or Lima. It is not Zima, it's Lima.
I think Piccinini might be getting a yellow card here, and I think DeCooley's got a bit of cramp as well over on the far side. Referee Barry shrugs his shoulders. Don't think he's going to book Piccinini, which I'm surprised about. It was a little bit of a pullback.
It was. I'm surprised at the number of guys who have gone down with cramp here.
Fourth official's having his work cut out. He's getting it from all sides right now. Coach Aquino from the Humber, and Coach Charles O'Toole from NAIT. Poor fourth official doesn't know which way to go first. As it is, referee Barry's going to go and have a quick word with the looks like the Humber bench.
You know, what we may be seeing here is that yesterday NAIT had their way with St. Thomas, scoring 7 goals, and pretty well had their way in the Alberta conference this season. They had a pretty easy go of it. I don't think they gave up a goal. I don't think they gave up a point, really. I think they had 9 wins and a tie, I think I saw. So now they're up against some real competition here. I think this is probably the toughest competition they've faced. So it's a bit of a reckoning for them.
Well, if Humber manage to get into the gold medal game, they've certainly done it the hard way. Only squeaked through on penalty kicks yesterday, and seeing this one through with 10 men for almost 3/4 of the game, if they manage to do it, you've certainly got to admire their resolve. They've got some defending to do again.
Yeah. Oh, keeper punching that one away brightly. Oh, you got to clear it. There's McLean now taking that one down. And the Ooks will try and reload it. They get it down the near sideline. Hummel in there to guard that one. Oh, Galvez. Free kick for the Ooks here in a dangerous spot. No, I think he's going to move him back. Yeah, he's going to.
It was the first defense, I think, there by Mullen.
Had play on there, and two-man wall there, 2-player wall. Drives it at the far post. Oh, he's got in!
Lima, almost identical to the goal we saw in the previous game. That free kick from that place, and they're all on the field.
Yep. Yeah. Referee urging them to get off the field. Well, I'll tell you, they finally found a way through, and it was off a set piece, and they scored a beauty to tie it up here now. As time is running out, 7 minutes of regular time, plus the extra time for the stoppages. So we've got about 7-8 minutes left in this game. Somebody may find a winner in that time, Nick. Feeding into the corner to Hoylett. Is he going to bring that one down? A reminder that we go straight to penalties. If you're unfamiliar with the rules in this tournament, there is extra time when we get to the medal round. But at this stage in the tournament, you go straight to penalties. We've already seen it in the early stages of the game, in the tournament.
So the resolve was broken, and it took that moment of magic almost by Lima to put that ball in there. It was a beautiful free kick, left-footed.
We've seen that in this tournament, how the wind can play impact. The ball hung up there and just kind of found its way into the corner.
Goalkeeper Singh got his fingertips to it, but he couldn't keep it out.
Green with the throw in the far side for the Hawks. What's he going to do with this? Throw it down the line, maybe? Scott running there. Oh, air shot there. Ball goes out of play on the far side. It's a throw in to the Hawks. They quickly get it back to the area where Scott can throw it in, or maybe Green. Referee's telling him exactly where he wants the throw in to be taken.
Well, if it goes to penalties, the Hawks have been there before yesterday, so
they're the experienced side when it comes to that shootout. We're getting closer to a shootout here.
Been a terrific game, though.
Yeah,
it really has been exactly what we hoped it would be.
Cooley circles back, gets himself some space and time to make a good pass. Oh, ball goes through. Singh comes to the rescue. Ball chested down by Kaiser now. He gets it up the right-hand side here. Ball cleared by the back line. Hoylett with a nice pass. Tries to get Mullen in, but Mullen looks like he's blown a tire there. He's got a little bit of a problem. He's got cramp.
Back of the leg, you can tell.
Yeah. And the referee just stalls play for a second. We're going to have a change.
Zima's coming back in
Looks
there.
like Zima's coming in. They might want him for the penalties.
I think that's what the coaches are going to be thinking now. Mullin's sort of hobbling off right now. He's gone off, and looks like Ferrazzo's come back in again.
Yeah.
So Ferrazzo's in, Mullin's off, Zima's in.
Another change coming up here too.
Another change for the Hawks in a moment.
What have we got going here now? Let's have a look.
Tanya Tawi that went off for the Ooks.
Tawi going off, and coming back into the game is Federico Real for the Hawks.
They certainly want him for the penalties. He scored one yesterday, but he missed one in the shootout, so it's 50% right now.
Whoops. There's a chance here now for Zima. He just come into the game back, and Galvez, can he work his magic again here to set up a goal? Ball goes out of play, and it's a throw-in to the Ooks here on the near sideline. Galvez gets it back to McLean. McLean back to Galvez. Galvez looks inside, but decides to go straight forward, goes across the top of the box. Headed clear by the Hawks. There's a chance for the Hawks to get upfield. Trying to get it upfield, but he didn't get there very far. Oh, here's Toure. Toure's got a chance for a shot here. Ball played to the 6-yard box and quickly cleared out. Danger still not passed. There's a chance for Toure to score. It's not going to happen. Whoa, there was a snapshot.
Penalty. He's given a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Oh my goodness, the drama. Referee Barry was right there. You could see the Ooks were just knocking on the door. The shot came in.
What a turn of events here.
And it's a penalty. I'm not quite sure who it is that's on the ground right now, but I think they know. Is it Medeiros? I think he knew.
Is that Leal there who was down and handled it?
Was it Leal or Medeiros? I think it's Medeiros, isn't it?
Wow.
I think he knew. There was no complaint from him. The other guys tried to state the case.
They fought their way back.
But the drive came in, so this is it. This is going to be the game, I think, John.
Man, oh man, what a turn.
We're in the 90th minute.
What a turn of events. McLean, the center back, number 21, steps forward. And keeper Singh is, I'm thinking bottom right here, Nick. Yeah, straight down the middle. McLean scoring to give the Ooks a 3-2 lead. What a switcheroo here in the second half.
Amazing. Amazing game. What a game. Fantastic. Hard luck on Humber, has to be said. They've defended with absolute
solid.
Diligence and bravery the whole second half. And the Ooks did not look like scoring until that moment of genius there by Lima, and then a penalty. Handball, I think it was against Medeiros. And now this game has switched.
4 extra minutes here. Green has gone forward.
Green, there he is.
He can swing that in from there.
Anybody doesn't deserve to be on the losing team today. It's certainly number 11, Cody Green. And we're going to see a change, and Baldassari is coming in.
Baldassari.
Baez is going off.
The big fella. They want him in the box. See if he can nod one in.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised the way this game's gone, John. Anything can happen.
I think this is Green who's going to take the throw. He's got a good run up at it. Gets it almost to the penalty spot. Flicked on.
Goal! Oh, it's a goal! They've scored! Oh, amazing! Was it Machado? Machado, was it? We don't know. All we see is a pile of bodies.
Let me see now.
Badunas, I think. I think it was Badunas.
The ball was served in, thrown in, flicked on, and flicked right into the corner. What a setback from happiness to sadness in a matter of seconds, Nick. Elation to frustration for the Ooks here in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island in this key game in the battle to get into the gold medal round. Ball thrown in by Cody Green, and we think it was Badunas who was able to flick it on, and it eluded the goalkeeper and went right in. Izua was unable to stop it, and it went right in the far corner.
And Medeiros needs to go off. He's being told by the ref he's got an injury.
They're down to 9 men again.
So
what a game. Momentarily, they're down to 9.
Well, we hope everybody's enjoying this
as
wherever you happen to be, whether you're on Etobicoke or whether you're in Edmonton or whether you're in Charlottetown or wherever. This is just
super.
Quite amazing. What a great game. What a fantastic game this has been. Who knows what's going on? The coaches probably haven't got a clue what they're going to do for the last 2 or 3 minutes. Referee Barry's still talking to somebody over on the far side.
Medeiros is waiting to get into the game, so the Hawks can come up to the complement of 10 players.
Not quite sure what Medeiros is doing down there. He's sort of praying or trying to stretch out, I guess.
Maybe some kind of magic move he's got on. He's going to spring on us here in the dying minutes.
But it was a long throw by Green, and Badunas. We think it was Badunas. He was the last one up from the bottom of the heap.
So is there another twist on the tail here, Nick?
Well, there might be yet.
I don't think he's going to get. Oh, he did get to that one. Nice skill there. Flicks it forward. William hasn't given up. Baldassari getting into midfield. Kaiser there, though. This is Doe. A real slippery customer for them today. He's been a real trickster.
Stopped by Green.
Flag goes up there. Assistant referee spotted that one. Foul on Hoylett. And free kick opportunity here now. I think Green is going to step up and take this one. He's in no rush. He wants the Hawks to at least have a shot at the penalties. He doesn't want to give up a goal.
So no idea how long there is left. I think he signaled 4 minutes added on. I think that was about 10 minutes ago. So
we've got our money's worth in this one today.
I think we do.
Ball sails. Baldassari there. Goal kick. I don't think there's much time left in this game. I think referee Barry's going to blow his whistle here pretty soon.
He's allowing another change. It looks like.
Is it Wayne coming in there?
Yes, it is. Jaden Wang is coming in, and is it Toure that's going off?
Yeah.
So Toure is off. Maybe coach has seen Toure's penalties in practice and probably feels that he might be better on the bench at this point. We'll wait and see.
Klein launches that one into the box. Wang trying to get his way in. Hawks give up a throw in here. Ball comes all the way back to Galvez, who flips it toward the penalty spot. There's a dangerous spot there. Baldessari gets it forward. And the referee's checking his watch there. And that's it. The game is ended. Regulation time by a score of 3-3 in the most dramatic game we've seen so far in the tournament. Even more dramatic than Humber's first game in the win over Langara from the Pac West. So now we're going to penalties to see which of these two teams gets into the gold medal round. Well, we'll talk about ebb and flow, elation and frustration. They were down to 10 men and bounced back in the dying seconds to tie it up at 3-3, and that brings us to the penalties.
I'm not quite sure even the players know how to feel at this point. They both thought the game was won and lost in the last 5 minutes, and now we're at penalties. Well, they did it yesterday, Humber. Can they do it again? And even then it wasn't easy. I think we went to 9 shooters, 8-9 shooters yesterday, John, before we managed to find a winner.
It wasn't easy. Humber guys are just kind of pulling it together there, trying to decide what they're going to do and just relax for a bit. I mean, they've gone to thinking they were sunk down 3-2 to being still in the game at 3-3, and now a chance to win it on the penalties. This has been a great game, Nick. And it's not over.
It's what we hoped. No, it's what we hoped it would be. It's hard to pick a winner. It's you've got to admire the way Humber hung on there. They scored those 2 goals early off the bat. Then they had put down to 10 men. They lost centre back Fairview. It seems like four days ago when that happened.
Yeah.
But so they were 2 on, then suddenly out of nowhere, free kick by Lille with 3 or 4 minutes left. Then they took the lead with a penalty, and then right at the death.
We think it was Badinos who put in the tying goal. We're going to have to check with the Hawks bench to see who it was who flicked that one into the corner to tie it up. So if you're catching up to this tournament today, the Humber Hawks won in a shootout yesterday, defeating Langara from British Columbia to qualify for the gold medal round. And the St. Thomas Tommies fell 7-0 to the NAIT Ooks, who are in competition here now in the gold medal. They want to get in that gold medal game. And they're discussing right below us here, they're discussing who's going to take the penalties and in what order. Goalkeeper Azua is getting himself mentally ready for the challenge of being a goalkeeper at a shootout. I think what end do you think they're going to go at, Nick? The same one as we saw in the previous, or are they going to go down the other end?
I think they'll probably stay at the same end. I can't see why they would change it. Certainly Humber would probably like to stay at the same end for the fact for their good luck charm.
They've got the experience. The referee Barry below us is talking to the 2 captains. They are trying to decide who's going to go first.
Not an easy game for the referee today, but I think he handled it well. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of things for the referee to handle.
The referee Barry's telling them how it's going to go, how it's going to work. Hoyland and Kaiser now know what's going to happen.
And they are going to go down to the same end as they were yesterday.
This is the kind of time in a game where coaches sometimes tell the players, do your best, and we've practiced these penalties all season, and just do what you usually do on your penalty. And don't go crazy. Don't try to score any kind of flashy penalties. Just score a good, sound penalty kick. Keep it low. Don't go over the top. Hit the post. Make the goalkeeper work. That's the secret to these penalties. You've got to make the goalkeeper work. So let's see who's the best at that now. We've seen the best for Humber in their comeback here to tie it up at 3-3. And some terrific play from the Ooks as well, from feeling completely lost to going into a 3-2 lead in the dying part of the second half, Nick. Boy, what a swing. What a swing we've seen in this one. Looks like Izua is going to be the first goalkeeper up. So Humber won the toss or maybe lost the toss. I don't know what the advantage is. Do you want to go first or do you want to go last on these? I don't know. I think going last, you still have the chance to tie it up or win it. So the pressure's on the other team. You go first and score, then they've got to score. So That's a hard one to figure, isn't it?
Not, yeah, some people have got one preference.
Here we go. Here's the first penalty. Right into the corner.
Pitching in.
Pitching in, just like having nothing special for him. Just steps up and clips it into the corner.
So 1-0 to Humber. It's Matt Zima that's going to step forward.
See if he can equalize. Pitching in with a nice one there. Not too hard. Kept it low. Picked out a corner. Well beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, Izua. Let's see how good Zima can do. Can he equal that? Singh ready. Zima deciding what he's going to do. Oh, he saves it. What a hand save, an arm save by Singh.
What a great save there by the goalkeeper. He dived the right way, but it was going to look like it was just going to go over him. He flung up an arm.
Yeah. Zima is his head in his hands there for a moment after missing that one, thinking he's let his squad down.
I don't think he could believe the fact that Singh had saved it. I think that was the thing. So now we have Hoylett's going to step up.
He's got to keep this down. He's a strong fellow. This might go over the top if he's not careful. Right into the corner, a beauty. Hoylett looks like he's got experience taking corners.
Or penalties.
Penalties, right.
Corners won't help him now.
Gakona is the next penalty taker for the Ooks. And the Hawks are leading 1-0 on the penalties, or
2-0.
2-0, you know. Gakona needs this one. Oh, right into the corner. Nicely done. Keeper couldn't get an arm on that one.
He went the right way, though, again, Singh, and his arm went up, and he wasn't too far away from that. So it's 2-1 now to Humber. And I think it's Leal who's going to come up and take the next. He scored one in regulation yesterday, John, and then he missed in the shootout.
Yeah, he's going to want to make good on that then.
Opened the scoring a long time ago in this game.
There it is. He hit the goalkeeper, Izua, went the wrong way, and he slipped it by him nice and low. Don't need power on a penalty kick. You need accuracy. And we've seen that from the Hawks kickers here today. And we saw it again yesterday when in the shootout for them in the Langara game. I can't quite make out that number. Can you see that is there, Nick?
Lima is going to take this
it's
one.
Lima, yeah. They're down. They need a goal here. Left-footed. Yeah. Good power on that one.
Makes it 3-2.
3-2. The Hawks are in the lead. I'm not sure. Is that Baldassare? They're coming up for this one?
Yes, it is.
3-2 for the Hawks. Luca Baldassare making no hesitation about that one. Confident stroke on that one.
So they need to score now. McLean, who's already put 2 in today.
Yeah.
Currently 4-2. So it's up now to goalkeeper Singh. If he keeps this out,
he's in control. Singh's already made a key save here. Have I got this right, Nick? 4-2 now?
It is.
For the Hawks, yeah. McLean steps back, sizes it up. Oh, Singh got a glove on that, but not enough. A good, powerful penalty take there by Matt McLean.
Third penalty of the day.
Some taunting.
Oh, he's got a yellow card.
He had something to say there. Had something to say to the keeper after he scored that one. And just got himself a yellow card.
I'm sure he wasn't saying hard luck.
Yeah. Or nice try, keeper.
Nice try,
I don't think
keeper.
he was saying nice try, keeper.
No. So this is it. It's Cody Green, arguably one of the players of the game.
Yeah. 4-3 for the Hawks. Let's see if Izua can save his team here. right into the top corner.
That's how you finish.
It's
That's
all
how
over.
you finish. And Cody Green takes his shot. They're not going to catch him today.
he's having a. He's
Yep,
celebrating, man.
He certainly is. Off goes the shirt. Off goes his undershirt. I don't know where he's going. Going onto the football field. I've got to be careful. They'll injure him before tomorrow. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic game though, John. Tough on NAIT Ooks after fighting back and taking the lead and then being pegged back again.
And only to lose it in the penalties.
Wow, but 2 days running, the Humber Hawks have edged through on penalty shots.
They've got some kind of mojo going for them, Nick.
They certainly do. They could be the team of destiny in this competition.
Wow, what a sensational game.
5 penalties, beautiful penalties they all scored. Goalkeeper Souza wasn't really given much of a chance with any of them.
No. So the Humber Hawks have qualified for the gold medal final by defeating the NAIT Ooks from Northern Alberta, based in Edmonton. They're still in the tournament, though. They're going to play on, but just not for the gold medal. And the Humber Hawks will be there against the winner of our next game, which is the Sheridan Bruins versus Lendien Unzik. And that one will be coming up in a little while. So for now, Nick and I will say bye, and we'll be back for the fourth and final game of the day after a quick break.